Hi everyone, and welcome to Adelina's kitchen. Today I'm going to show you a recipe which it's basically fairly simple. It's from my first book. They're almond macaroons, but a lot of people seem to have trouble with them. So I'm going to show you how to mix the pastine di Mandorle and then how to pipe them, because a lot of people also have trouble piping. So we're going to start with 250 grams of almond meal, the sugar, like this. There's no need to mix them with a mixer, a spatula is fine. And then I've got here 3 egg whites. So there's no need to whip them. A lot of people seem to think that whipping them makes a difference, but there's no need to do any of that. So just mix them around with a spatula until it's all incorporated, okay? The other thing that I add to this, and a lot of people maybe don't know, it's the bitter almond essence, which has got the real traditional almond essence from bitter almonds, which may be a little bit hard to find. So it's available from Essential Ingredient online, so you should be able to get it, and it really does make the difference. And I suggest that just simple almond essence, it's not that good, and that will make it taste them like the original biscuits that you have in Italy. So here we are. Everything gets almost absorbed, so it's a pretty easy sweet to mix. Make sure all the ingredients are incorporated, and then we're going to put them into a piping bag. Okay, now it's not a huge recipe, but I suggest that you put half in the piping bag, because otherwise you may have trouble piping it. So here we are. We're going to use half of it, okay, and we're going to pipe them on a baking tray, which is been lined with baking paper. Now, when you're piping the biscuits, I suggest that you follow some sort of system, 3 by 5 or 4 by 5. With this recipe, because we're cooking, there's about 28, 30 that I get to this recipe. It's best to space them out. It's 3 by 5, so we've got 15, 15 or 15 and 14, okay? So I'll try. One thing I want you to do is don't get too close to the tray, because otherwise you'll flatten the little biscuits, okay? So just lift the piping bag from the surface of the tray about 1 centimetre, okay? So, and try to keep them evenly, because they need to cook evenly. So here we are. 6, and once you get the hang of it, it's quite easy. Okay. So we can put the rest of the stuff in here, and here we are. Probably not a bad idea to put that into a glass of some sort to help you with putting the mixture without going everywhere. Okay, so here we are, last bit, all good. And push it through. And just push the mixture. If it gets a bit of air, it doesn't matter, it's no big deal. So here we are. We've got 12 there. Here's our other tray. I probably put those a little bit too far apart, but we can compensate by finishing them off on this tray. Okay. And maybe we can go 4 to a tray, to 4 by 4. Okay. So here we are, last one. Just make sure you squeeze all the excess. Now, you can garnish these bits with some glacé cherries and some whole almonds. Okay, here we are. Half and half, or if you prefer just almonds, do them with almond. Or if you prefer the cherries, use the cherry. It's really up to you. It's a personal thing. So here we are. Blanched almonds, either that way or across. It's up to you, really. Here we are, got a whole one, and we're all done. And now, what a lot of people tend to do after, we are going to dust them really, really well with pure icing sugar. Not after, before. Because what this process does, it gives them the crusty outside and they're soft in the middle. So it is really essential that you do this and you don't stint on the icing sugar. Okay, so here we are. A little bit on that last one, a little bit on that last one. Okay, now these biscuits are baked for 15 minutes at 180 degrees. Just remember that everybody's oven is different, so if they go a little bit too red, next time you need to either lower the temperature maybe cook them a little bit less. It's a personal thing. Now this is what I've cooked before, okay? So they were in the oven for 15 minutes, and I started with 4 by 5, 20, and then I had 9, so I've actually got 29. But so between 25 and 30 is what you get to this recipe. And also remember that these are they're kept really, really well on in an airtight container for up to a week, if you can keep them that long. So here they are, Pastine di Mandorle. I hope you enjoyed them. Bye everyone.